What's up, guys? Me again. Actually, this is a part 2 of the last video. Don't you remember we did this trigger warning before? I just want to reiterate the same thing I said in this video. Same kind of adult themes and PDF material in this. Again, there will be no end card. But there is also a alternate video that is up that you could either watch after this video or instead of this video. I completely understand, and I'll see you guys next time. We too deep down the rabbit hole, bro. We gotta go part 2. 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 I haven't watched part 2. We gotta go part 2. We gotta
This
go
is
part
a
2.
follow.
The fact that there's a part 2, bro, we gotta go part 2. We gotta go part 2, bro. We gotta go part 2. FFI, I'm fucking with you, bro. Dude, lock me in. Lock me in. Lock me in.
Up to one of my previous videos on someone called Kid Soon Cell.
This is unexplored territory. Wrath said, oh no. New biome unlocked.
Or Richard Scarf. You don't have to watch it to understand what's going on, but if you're new here, I want you to understand that he has done a lot more disgusting things to children in the past that I won't be going over in this video.
To you about something.
Even if somehow this VOD stands the test of time, which like at least this part of the VOD won't, all this is getting cut out. All this is getting cut out. These videos are too crazy. These videos are too crazy.
Okay.
It's important. It's important.
These are Twitch exclusives. Shout out to the people that are here. Shout out to the 5 people that are here. Y'all got a Twitch exclusive, bro. Because this shit probably never making it into a VOD. It's probably never making it into a YouTube video. It's over. It's over, bro. We have talked about too dark of topics. Also, the people that are joining, we got the pinned comment. Trigger warning, bro. We not triggering. Me personally, I'm not triggering anybody, but the content we're reacting to might just do that. Just so y'all know.
So, and he had
Yeah.
and he had his inappropriate parts out around you, and he was like putting it on you.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
We have quite a bit of new information to go over, so let's get into it.
Got this hard ass opening. They make him seem like a villain, but he's just a
After
loser.
my video went live,
I mean, he's both. He's a villain and a loser. But they darn. I'm not gonna lie. They making him seem like Thanos, bro. They got the fucking Predator Catcher Avengers going after his ass in this video, bro. Like they making bro seem like a bigger villain than he is. He definitely villain of the week or something, bro. He definitely villain of the week.
a few things would happen. One was that his VR chat account would be banned.
Good
However,
shit,
he
VR
did
chat.
have another account to no surprise. His new account is called DevX. That name may sound familiar,
'Cause
as
it's
he has
Discord.
used it before. He also is using another Discord account called DevX1475. His old Discord account isn't banned, by the way, and it's even in the official VR chat Discord server. However, he doesn't talk on there anymore. As I predicted though, Richard had not just targeted the kids I met in the first video, and from talking to people who knew him and reading some of the comments, Cell had negatively affected many more people than I would have initially thought. I want to focus on just once negatively affected
Wait, you've met him? Wait, my fault.
many more people than I would have initially knew him and reading
Wait, you met him, Rip? I met Kasuna Cell when I was 11 on VR chat, and excuse me, and he has always scared me, but I never knew how to block or unadd people
some of the
on there.
comments. Cell had negatively affected many more people
I have met him. He has tried to do things to me. I'm 13 and got very close to doing said things to me. I was verbally disgusted and physically ill at the actions he did with the other minors involved. The fact I've met that person and yeah, I completely forgot I have them added. Bro was doing his rounds.
than I
What
would
the
have
fuck?
initially thought. I want to focus on just one
I've met him before. I knew he was a nutcase. Got him blocked gladly. I actually met this dude one time playing VR chat, and he kept being creepy and trying to lick me, knowing I was a minor. I met this guy in public. Immediately said some insane stuff to one of my friends, calling him stupid for his age before blocking him. I immediately pointed out his gay onesie and told him a few more vulgar things before blocking him. Actually insane to see this video and realize I had met him. oh my God, I met this guy a few months ago. He said the same stuff about. Wait, he said the same stuff about I've learned everything and I'm the smartest person alive. He was so mad annoying and now I know why I didn't want to be around him. I see.
One specific person though, who had been groomed by Richard for over
Wait, he said made fun of him for his age. Nigga, you were trying to fuck a 7-year-old, bro. Talk.
a year.
Ew.
Before we
no.
get into my interview with the victim, I want to read some of the more bizarre messages between him and Richard, so you could get an idea of the kind of person Richard is. Richard says, I R'd everyone at the virtual McDonald's. I made a child scream and cry in horrific terror when he realized that I was the one who stole everyone's avatar Pepe's. And then I chased him. By the way, I'm the guy who stole everyone's avatars Pepe's in VR chat. That was all me. We always had the rendering power for dongs and balls. I tricked the AI into giving me everyone's Pepe's using the law back in like 1998. That's why the not safe for work avatars are rare. I'm just now remembering how much of a menace I was.
Did this thing just say 1998? I was gonna say his victims wouldn't even be old enough to remember that, but that's besides the point. Nigga, VR chat was not around in 1998. What the fuck are we talking about?
Thanks to the victim, I was able to get a picture of Richard when he was much younger. And wow.
This is what years are getting up. Actually, bro, he's probably still crazy here. He probably had a little bit more life to him though. The fall off is insane. Here, bro. You know, bro seems kind of cool. He seems like he might be into some nerdy shit, but like, he kind of cool. You feel me? What the fuck is this? This one, at least he looks like he's been eating. This nigga's definitely not been eating, dude. I don't know. I feel like this guy, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe there's got to be a story to how he fucking went mentally.
These
insane.
years have not been good to him. Anyways, I got one more message for you. Proposal. A new holiday where I go around stealing the testicles of children that didn't do enough schoolwork. I took my friend's left nut when he was 8 because he didn't study enough. Alright, I think you guys can understand that this guy is insane, so let's get into the interview. Can you introduce yourself to the audience? And how long have you been playing VR chat?
My name is Zero Heart. I go by Spartan56C. I started playing VR chat in 2021, really late 2021. I've never really had a bad experience on this game, like meeting people and talking to people, until I met him.
When and where did you first meet Richard, aka Kitsune Cell?
Here we go. Okay, so I first met him in Furry Hideout, and
No cap, I'm not a furry. His avatar kind of cool though. He got a little nice little sweater, nice little turtleneck on, bro. He got that shit on. I'm like, I know we're having a serious video, bro, but like he got that shit on. I'm not gonna lie.
it's weird because
It's a fire avatar. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
He's never usually in Furry Hideout. He's always in Furry Talk and Chill. And so, I met him. He was just like, he came across as like this amazing person. And then you get to know him. And it's like, oh my God. He only really shows his true self when you've already been manipulated, or when you're really easy to manipulate. Because when I first met him, I was like fucking 15. He just sucked me right in because I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone to talk to. So Cell was the only real person who would give me.
And that's also the other thing. He's getting these kids where like you said, he was 15 in 2021. I remember when I used to manipulate people online. Not this bad. I think we all had like a toxic online persona, but it was never to this extent. It was never to this extent at all. But like he's manipulating these kids that are like 15, 16, like, you know, from ages 13 to 16. And like bro said, he's like 2021. We were like freshly out of COVID. You get what I'm saying? Like the world was still repairing itself from that. So yeah, he was talking to these people who were just seeking any type of, what's it called? Any type of like friendship or human interaction, because we were just inside for however long, bro. Like we didn't have that, so that didn't help them when they ran into him, because they ran into the first charismatic chill motherfucker and they were like, oh yeah, he's cool, and then
attention.
Describe your relationship with Richard. Was it more of a friendship or a relationship?
Much more of a more of a leadership. Like he was a leader to me. He felt like I was his commander. Like we were hand in hand. Like he would tell me that we need to talk to them. Like me and you, because we were the ones. We were the people who believed the most.
What happened on that day?
We're the people that believe the most. Are you racist, buddy? Are you racist, buddy?
You don't have to answer this one.
No. I'm gonna answer this one, and I'm gonna answer it deeper than anyone has before. All right, so listen.
Hey, real.
This is when shit gets f***ed, okay? So Cell and this 13-year-old boy were in this Nico's exoplanet journey world, and so he was fucking cuddling with this 13-year-old boy and like licking his face and doing with him, and I was just there watching, and it was fucking horrible. And eventually the boy left, and he basically just fucking rips me. Like he was like, it takes a long time to get these monkeys to listen to you and get the fuck on the floor and let me fuck them. I didn't want to leave. You want to know why? Like I wanted to make him proud.
It's VR chat. Click close. That's all I've been saying, bro. That's all I've been saying. How are y'all getting put in these situations when all you need to do is, bro, I'll show you, bro. I'll show you, bro. Look at this. Look at this. All you gotta do is,
me.
all you gotta do is whoop. That's all you gotta do, bro. All you gotta do, bro. Click the little X at the top, bro, and get the fuck out of here. Control Alt Delete, gang. Get the fuck out of there, bro. Why are you purposely letting him, like, and I'm not even gonna say purposely letting him, but like, bro, get the fuck out, bro. Just leave.
This guy was like my idol for the longest, and so I wanted to make him proud of me, and so I just sat there and waited. I just stood up and looked at myself in the mirror and didn't move. I just didn't move an inch, and he just basically just f***ed me, and that was it. And afterwards, you wanna know what he fucking said? He said, "How much did you enjoy it?" And
Which all I'm gonna say is, I think I should keep my comment to myself. On a second thought, I think I'm gonna keep my comment to myself. Back to the video.
I said, 0, none. And then he said, "That is new data. This is new data collected. I have never seen someone who I to not enjoy it a single bit."
What ultimately caused you to end your relationship with Richard?
So
With
I met this
Richard.
therapist friend a long while back, like 2 months. Okay, and so this guy was great. I kept like telling him like all my problems and stuff, and eventually, about a week into it, I brought up Cell, and he told me that this guy was a neo, and he taught me all about neo-Nazism, and that this guy was a manipulator, and that he was going to ruin my life and to tell me to do horrible things and get me to do horrible things. And so eventually, after a lot of convincing, he got me to block Cell, and it was extremely hard. You have no idea how hard it is, because manipulation works in this weird way that you
Century
want to
Miller.
come back to the person who manipulated you. It's so
Oh, type
weird.
shit.
It fucking sucks. Just like, imagine you meet someone who's genuinely horrible, most deplorable person you could ever think of, but they've manipulated you so deeply that months later, after you've heard everything about how horrible the person is, you can't stop thinking about wanting to come back to them.
Okay, I have one more question. Do you have any words for Richard?
Honestly, man, with everything that you have done, no, I don't have any words that would be suitable for YouTube.
You could say, I'll just blur it out. Keep yourself safe.
It's the only way you can repay everything that you've done.
That's it for the interview. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
I love you. I love all of you. I love every single person watching this video. If you ever...
I don't know if I love you, bro, but I fuck with you. I fuck with you heavy. I fuck with you heavy. You cool. I don't know if I love you. You know, love's a strong word. It's a strong word. You feel me? But hey, I fuck with you. I fuck with you, big dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just keep going, okay? Just keep going. If not for me, then for all of your friends. And if you don't have any friends, go for yourself, okay? Find your passion. Don't rush your life. Don't rush aging. Things come as they come, all right?
Thank
that
you
was
to
actually-
Zero for the
that was
interview, but
good
this
words.
is not
I
the
love it.
end, as we have some more footage of Cell's recent inquiries, thanks to a viewer of mine. All this footage comes from someone named Goose, so big thanks to him, as it shows Richard continuing to be his usual insane and racist self.
My bloodline is so pure and well known that I'm so highly in charge of the world's military that it was agreed upon, and
It went from the U.S. military to the world's military. This nigga's a decorated soldier. I want to ask him how many Purple Hearts he got. Cause what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
allowed and legally signed into documentation and plans for me to shoot one of the blonde, blue-eyed hair guys in the ear. I could have shot him in the head, but I didn't want to kill him because he needs to be killing the Nigerians.
Oh, okay. I understand.
That nigga's trolling. He does not understand not a lick. He just wants to keep milking this conversation.
Yeah, his name was Donald Trump.
Also, I support you. You seem very smart. I think you should be the president.
No, the president is a guy who lives in the middle of the Nigerians in a place called the White House. There's 3 million Nigerians in the White House's area.
What do you mean by Nigerians? Like,
Blacks.
oh.
There were so many of them, and they're so dangerous that when Abraham Lincoln went there, he exclaimed the slaves were free. What he meant to say is that the slaves were not teachable, they were not trainable, and they refused to do any work. There's way too many of them. They start trying to reproduce at like they're baby fuckers. They very young children. And so their children start fucking way early on in elementary school and have kids as early as possible, which makes them have a lot of children. The facility near where I was bred was called Area 51, and it's where they made large nuclear bombs and measured the size of the craters.
I can't be the only one hearing this shit, right? Like, we all reacting to the same video, right? I can't be the only one hearing this. Yeah, no, bro, got
Oh
it.
yeah, they do like the nuclear test and stuff.
Yeah. I can't fix the damage that nuclear bombs do, so I banned nuclear bombs, but we did make fentanyl. Fentanyl's great at killing people, and it doesn't hurt.
Panel?
Fentanyl.
Oh, fentanyl. You made fentanyl. Oh, you made.
Did you just call fentanyl
Yeah,
fentanyl?
We designed and developed fentanyl
Oh, okay.
specifically to kill as
Bro, making it up on the spot. Hey, Donnie, what's good? Yeah, no, bro is making it up on the spot. Bro is definitely he just saying stuff, bro. He's just saying stuff, bro. You saying how back in you missed the last video, or maybe you were here for the last video. I don't know. The last video, he said that in elementary school he studied every math and science there is. Talking about electrical engineering. Bro, he was just saying, bro, out the ass, bro. He was just saying shit out the ass.
many people as possible.
Yeah, that stuff's real dangerous. So yeah, were you thinking about like all the people that aren't like a part of your bloodline should just like die or?
Yes, they should die.
Oh.
They need to die in order to make room for my bloodline.
Oh, I see.
My bloodline can reproduce safely at about age 8 or 9. And so, yeah, they could make a new child. Every girl could make a new child at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You
13,
missed 3
14,
awesome
15,
videos.
16, 17, 18,
Okay, I
19,
get
20,
it.
49.
You missed 3 deplorable ass videos.
Anything past
Every
49
single
isn't
it's menopause. There
yeah,
becomes
yeah,
problems. So
So you just
Wait,
start
what
them
was
off
that?
so there becomes
I get it.
49.
Anything past
Every
49
single
isn't good,
there
Oh, that's okay.
so
So you just start them off. So the younger they are, the better the quality.
yeah, pretty much.
I don't like this. No. No.
18/15
No, we was not about to watch that. That was crazy work. No.
But I do know that these are all like 14/15-year-olds, so regardless, it's not very acceptable for a 34-year-old man to be leaking them. I also think it's best I include this disclaimer now. Please don't go after Richard and try to expose him if you're a minor. I mean, in general, you really shouldn't be doing this type of stuff because of how dangerous it is. But I also don't plan on making another video about him anytime soon, unless he does something crazy like getting into a shootout or actually getting arrested. Because this is a part 2, I also wanted to meet up with Richard one more time, and thanks to another viewer of mine, I forgot your name, but shout out to you, I was given the opportunity to do so. Unlike before, I wasn't trying to play a character. No, this time I was going in there as myself.
If you
My
hadn't
fault. I
heard,
was setting up
we
my shit
need
for my
to
stream.
make
Pause the DVD. You about to stream, bro? What you about to stream, Buford? What you about to stream, Buford? Star Wars Force Unleashed 2?
the white people make more babies.
Okay.
Make
all right. What was
the-
bro back to saying, bro?
If you hadn't heard, we need to make the white people make more babies. Are you not understanding that? You need to start paying
You
attention.
need to stop being an idiot. That's what you need to start doing. And you stop meeting up with these kids.
Why are you alive?
Why are you alive?
Play the Hunt Mega Edition and compete for our first ever $1 million prize. We're downloading Roblox after this.
I studied every single science, math, programming, medicine, engineering,
shut
electrical
the
engineering, and I
fuck
figured out
stop
that the afterlife
saying
is
that
physically
to
measurable
me.
using science and the only physical way.
No.
No.
Oh, bro,
Engineering,
you're back to
You're
saying it
alive.
again.
I studied every single science,
Paul?
math, programming, medicine, engineering,
shut
electrical
the
engineering, and I
fuck
figured out
stop
that the afterlife
saying
is
that
physically
to
measurable
me.
using science and the only physical way.
No.
No.
Do you know who I am?
I have never known who you are.
So you got dementia or
You-
what?
I have no dementia.
You might have something wrong with your head.
That nigga say you got dementia.
No, I have nothing wrong with my head.
You have a lot wrong with your head, actually.
You just aren't a very important person in my life. And I meet
Who
thousands
are
of people.
the children you talk to? You fucking sick
My block
foul?
list was 12,000 line. Bastard, I'm not a. I once had a Sudanese man blow up a children's hospital.
Cool, dude. That's 100% believable.
Just to
Now,
prove
how
that
long
I
are you
could.
playing VR chat?
It is believable because I made him the president of the United States of America, and his name was Barack Hussein Obama, and he blew up the military. 28.
What? Bro, he like it's kind of crazy how fast he constructs these narratives in his head, bro. Like that don't baffle anybody else. That shit is crazy.
8 years, and they have been hosting child for 28 years on servers that are still on.
You be watching that type of stuff?
They host it.
You watch
I have
it?
been making sure it's been. I have been making sure it's been online since.
Oh,
it
you
was
make sure the
hosted.
CP
It
stays
has been
online.
on. I've been checking to see if it's online.
You
I haven't
check
made
it?
sure. I haven't even had any money to fund that. Not at all.
That nigga said I've been checking to see if it's online. This shit a hobby. This shit a hobby. He pull up a window like. I wonder if. Oh, it is still up. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, it's a good way to make
You're
it as everyone
insane.
begins to
You're
design.
actually insane.
I proved that to the military and the.
You are
education
an
department.
insane person.
And not only did I do that, they also paid me to carry guns around the high populations of people, specifically because I was the least crazy
You did all
person
that
to have ever
just so you
been
can end
alive.
up playing VR chat in poverty. You're a fucking loser. Your life is pathetic.
Good
I
shit,
want to
boy.
strangle you to death.
You ain't gonna do shit to me. I see how you look like.
Hey, what, do my eyes deceive me, or is it 9/11 in 2024? Why are y'all playing VR chat on September 11th of 2024? They must have forgot.
You having like a mental breakdown?
No, I'm just not trying to waste my time with some PC user who can't even afford
You rather
VR
spend your
telling
time
me that
talking
I'm
to children?
broke.
Yeah, cause you're poor.
I accidentally closed my Discord. Come back.
Why do you like talking to these kids?
There you go.
You blocked me. Surprisingly, Richard did not call me the N-word one time during my talk with him. I'm sure you guys noticed all the censoring I had to do in posts for YouTube reasons, but if you want to see the full uncensored confrontation and interview with Zero, then go ahead and become a member on my channel. I have a few
W
things I
plug.
want to go over before I end the video. One is a question I've been asked a lot, and that is, are the police aware of Richard? Yes, the police have been made aware of Richard. I think they might have a hard time finding him because he moves around a lot. In the first video, I said that he was in
He moves around a lot. To move around a lot, you have to have money. What job is he working? What job is he working? Like, I need that job. Well, I don't know if I need that job, but like, well, like, how does he have the revenue to just be moving around?
Washington. Well, I was wrong because I would later find out that he lived in Nevada, and now I'm being told that he's in Maine. To make things even more
Dang, you went from
complicated,
West
I've
Coast to
also
East
been
Coast.
told that he's homeless, although I don't really believe that since he's still playing VR chat. Speaking
I
of
believe
VR
he's
chat,
homeless
I
and
believe
playing
Richard
VR
should
chat.
be hardware banned from the game, as he is an active threat to children and has been shown to just make a new account whenever one gets banned. This is such a common occurrence that at the time of me writing this segment, September 13th, I was contacted just yesterday by someone named Ben, Ben is 15 years old and had met Richard in July on a completely new and unknown account called Megithome. We know this is Richard's account because he told Ben to add him on his DevX account afterwards. And after Ben added him, the usual things would go down. Richard, a 34-year-old man, would ask this 15-year-old for pictures of himself. He would tell Ben to look at his Twitter account, which is just him retweeting corn, as we said.
Don't look at this one, trust. All right, this one's gone. Is this one still here? Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, do that. Go crazy, Twitter. Go crazy, Twitter. You putting in that work. You 2 for 2.
And just like with Zero, Richard would start doing things to him whenever he felt like it. This guy is honestly a menace to society. The fact that I was the first person to talk about Richard is crazy, because you know that there are more people like him or worse on VR chat right now. And not only do we not know about them, but they can very easily walk away from all this without facing any consequences. This is why if you're a minor, you really shouldn't be playing VR chat, but that's a whole different topic. I have a pretty important announcement to make. I'm gonna stop with the VR chat content for now. I'm still gonna be doing this type of stuff, just on a new platform. Right now I'm thinking about doing it on Roblox, which I bet a lot of y'all play, so the change shouldn't really be that drastic. And remember, this is only temporary, as I like to keep some variety on my channel. That being said, thank you all for watching. I'm pretty sure by the time this video gets out, we'll be at 25,000 subscribers, which is unbelievable. I didn't expect to hit this number anytime soon, but here we are. Who knows what will be at the end of the year, but I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and hopefully you guys keep supporting it. Special thanks to my members for keeping me galaxy gassed up. And I'll see you next.
Don't ever say galaxy gassed up again.